I want to remind everyone that the White House still has not released Donald Trump's medical report from his third annual physical in 13 months that took place earlier this week. And in fact, one of the things that they said they were going to do is publish it within a day or so. But as I looked at coverage on Wednesday and on Thursday and this morning, I noticed that a bunch of the medical information that media outlets are putting up on the screen is from an old physical. I'm not saying the media outlets are trying to deceive. It's that they don't have the information from Trump's latest physical. Many media outlets have run with, here's Trump's height and weight. And I realized this was going on because just yesterday and today, there are news reports that go, Trump weighs 224 pounds. Now, put aside for a moment that Trump obviously does not weigh 224 pounds. 224 is what they said he weighed 2 physicals ago. Now, is it possible that Trump weighs the exact same amount today? It's possible, but it's not the most likely thing. And when you look closely, you see that that data is actually from 2025. Now, why haven't we gotten the report yet? Did they expect that this medical report would take a long time? No. A White House official on Tuesday said about Trump's physical, we expect a report from this physical within a day or so. So within a day of Tuesday would be probably Wednesday, maybe Thursday. It's now midday Friday, and we do not have that report. The declaration we have, all we have to go on so far is that on the way home from Walter Reed, Donald Trump posted to Truth Social, quote, just finished my 6-month physical at Walter Reed Military Medical Center. Everything checked out perfectly. Thank you to the great doctors and staff. Heading back to the White House, President Donald J. Trump. That's all we have. They said we'd have a medical report, and we don't. Now, I know many of you are going to ask, many of you are smart, and you're going to say to yourselves, why delay a medical report when they can just lie and say it's awesome anyway? They lie about Trump's health all the time. They can just put out a propaganda medical report. And of course, you're correct. But what I suspect could be going on is that they are thinking about how to put out a report that is favorable to Trump, but not so bombastic and propagandistic that nobody will believe it. And when you look at Trump, you have reason to suspect that he is not the healthiest person in the world. But first, really quick, a word from our sponsor. One thing that drives me nuts about political media is how 2 outlets can cover the same story and make it feel like 2 different events took place, not because any of the facts have changed, but because the emphasis of the stories is different. This is why I use Ground News, because Ground News pulls together reporting from across the political spectrum, and you can compare the headlines side by side and see how different outlets are framing the exact same issue. You can look at the bias distribution. You can look at factuality ratings. You can see who owns the outlets behind the reporting, which makes it easier to separate the substance from the spin. For example, Trump's EPA recently decided to remove limits on those forever chemicals in drinking water. Ground News shows how outlets like PBS and Raw Story are getting it right, and right-wing outlets put this anti-Biden spin on it, or they just stay very vague to avoid implicating Donald Trump. Ground News also has a blind spot feed. This is for stories that are underreported by one side, and you can also get a personalized feed based on your interests. Go to ground.news/Pakman or scan my QR code to get 40% off the Ground News Vantage plan. The link is in the description. Now back to the video. Now, of course, Trump is not legally required to release the medical report. You don't have to do it. Other presidents always have. Biden did it. Obama did it. Clinton, Bush 1, Bush 2, Ronald Reagan released the report. We have reason to want to know how healthy Trump is. He's clearly declining cognitively. He often makes no sense in public. His ankles are swollen. His hands are bruised. He walks gingerly with a stiff right leg. He can't stand still without waving back and forth. He can't walk straight without carving a very curved line. They talked to us for 2 months about an MRI that didn't even happen. It turns out that it was a CAT scan. So there are a lot of reasons to be scrutinizing Donald Trump's health right now. Every day that goes by without the report released makes the story bigger. If the report were truly routine, releasing it would end the speculation. But they are probably between releasing a report that's not so good. Doesn't mean Trump has some terminal illness, but it's just not as good as they would like it to be, but it's honest, or a propagandistic report that at this point they realize no one's going to believe. That is probably what they are trying to weigh and figure out what to do. They created the expectation themselves that we would have the report by now. No one forced them to say this report will be out within a day or so. And notice how the information that's circulated is old information, cholesterol numbers, weight, height, all of this stuff, recycled from previous reports. This adds to the speculation that they don't want the information to be out. So I don't even really think at this point the issue is whether Trump is healthy or unhealthy. He's an obese 80-year-old, almost 80-year-old, days from being 80 years old. We know he's not perfectly healthy. The question is, what conditions does he have? What is going on? The current administration spent years arguing that questions about presidential health were legitimate and important. Those standards don't disappear because it's not Biden anymore, it's Trump. And every supporter who believes that Donald Trump is healthy should want the report released. A clean report would strengthen Trump's position and end the speculation if it were believable. And that, I believe, is what they're struggling with. Let me know what you think. Why did they promise the report within a day or so? And it's been 3 full days now, and we don't have it. Leave a comment, send me an email, info@davidpakman.com.